You have only one thing stopping you. Something you must throw away. We can follow, we can fly. Take a leap from the other side. We can follow, we can fly. Take something you must throw away. Take my hand and we'll run.
Driving with you, let me take you far from here. Driving with you, the whole world disappears. Driving with you, let me take you far from here.
Hello you and welcome back to the stream. My name is Josh and we are playing some more Magic today. So I did a you guys know from the last few weeks we've had Mythic on for some coaching. Orion has just decided to join us. Do you want to say hello? Okay. Now to pick up the phone. Yeah, so Nithin has been on stream for the last couple of weeks doing coaching sessions on Izzet Hellraiser with me. I wanted to run a session off stream because I wanted to see how it felt doing a coaching session without having, the pressure to entertain and all the eyes on us. So we did that yesterday and it was super, super useful. It was incredibly valuable. And I think there was a ton of value to doing it off stream. I did record it, so I might upload that as just an unlisted video and chuck it up on YouTube and send a link to anybody who wants it, because it is immensely useful, but it is not polished. Are you okay? Anyway, but it is not polished content at all. It's just like stream of consciousness. Me and Nithin going at it. We didn't even play any games. We just deep dived into like previous games on Untapped. And it was a really good session. It was super useful. But it will not be a very interesting watch, I don't think, for most people. And I didn't think at all about like whether it would make good content. So it is recorded. I've got cat hair in my mouth. Always all over my face. I'm willing to share that if anybody does want to see it, but no pressure on me or Nithin to share that. Still today I am going to put to use some of the lessons that we learned. So some of the macro lessons that I have learned from coaching with Nitin are that I am definitely too focused on what the opponent is doing, and too focused on reacting to what they have got going on, almost as if like I'm afraid of that they're going to do the best thing that they can. So I'm too scared of what they could do, and often I make plays to react to what the opponent is doing rather than proactively improving my own, like progressing my own game plan. I think that makes perfect sense to me as well. I can really see in the past where I have done pretty much exactly that. Just like, for example, I would make it a priority. So I would choose to remove an opponent's enduring curiosity, for example, when instead of doing that, I could let them have one card off of it and progress my game plan significantly. And it is picking those moments that I struggle with. So that is something I'm going to really try and do today. I'm also going to try and expand my cognition of the game. So keeping track of how, like, do they have Leyline Binding open? Is Tellurian Terror, how much does Tellurian Terror cost right now? How much does Eddie Crab cost right now? Stuff like that. That comes with experience, and it's actually doubly hard when you're streaming, because you have twice as much stuff that you need to think about. But I am going to try. So let's fly over to Arena real quick. So I have not made any changes to the list. I have thought about some changes, but ultimately, no. This is the list that we're playing. And we talked about metrics for success and stuff like that. And I actually have improved significantly. So we looked at yesterday. We looked at when I started with this deck. It was in December. I played about 50 games with this deck in December at a 45% win rate. 50 best of 3 games at 45% win rate. This season, I have played just under 50 games so far. We're only halfway through the season. Not even halfway through yet. But just under 50 games so far, and I am operating at a 54% win rate. So that is a big jump up. I think I can push that up to 60. So I am going to try and hit Mythic with this deck. I am going to try and push that win rate up to 60. No pressure. I will only think extremely bad of you if you make a single tiny mistake. That hurts my feelings. I cannot stand people on the internet thinking extremely bad of me. So I don't appreciate that, Sam. Nah, I really think like if you care at all at what, like, how other people think you are as a player, this kind of thing is not for you, because Magic is a really hard game, and I'll level with you. Orion, what do you want? You're such a little hater. Ooh. He was biting my foot. Yeah, like, playing Magic is hard. On top of that, I think Magic the Gathering players generally tend to be a little bit elitist, if you know what I'm saying. And I say that as a Magic the Gathering player. And also playing Magic is doubly hard when you're also streaming, so mistakes are going to happen. I really do respect people who like stream and play to a high level. It's super impressive, because it is hard. It is hard, but we'll get there. Anyway, I'm going to jump into some best of 3 standard. We're going to play some games. So after our coaching session, I did play a couple of games last night against weird off-meta decks, which I did win, but I did make mistakes. So I am going to really try not to make any stupid mistakes. And it's going to happen. It is going to happen. It is inevitable. But I'm going to try and clean up my play. And I'm not going to... I think a lot of the games that I lose, there are winning lines with this deck. There are always winning lines with this deck. Is this hand one of those winning lines? I'm going to keep it. This is fine. Everything is fine. Opponent's avatar looks like a League of Legends character. It does. It looks like Bioshocky, doesn't it? My god. Okay. We might be in some trouble. Well, yeah. This is insane. This is insane. We kept a 6-land hand, and we have seen 1, 2, 3 lands on top. His opponent, mono blue, 4 lands on top. Okay, well, I frankly, I think that keeping the 2 Surveil lands was reasonable, but this is an absurd, hand. What's happening to us is crazy. So I'm going to torch the tower this thing. They discarded a Horned Lock Whale, so they are mono blue. Well, I'm going to torch this thing, because I'm going to need to draw some cards at some point. Into the Floodmoor, just more land off the top. Unbelievable. This opponent is going to absolutely destroy us. No, this is not fine, Sam, because once they, like, Screw tends to beat Blood. I can't believe what's happening right now. I cannot believe how much land we have drawn. What an absurd game. They're probably sitting on like a ton of counter spells that they can cast now, where, like, yeah, we're in a much worse position. I'm not going to play out any more lands. I'd rather just discard them all whenever we get the chance. Can't even bargain this thing. Yeah, we're going to draw... At some point, we might draw a spell. In which case... Yeah, and we don't even have a cavern. How nuts is that? In which case, we're going to be... We know that they have nothing but spells in hand. So we're going to have a really hard time. The Elder Dragon War. I'm going to counter it. Feel free to. They gifted me a card. Oh, whatever. I'm just going to Mastermind. Sorry, I'm just going to Hellraiser. Okay, well, let's see if the Tunnel Grinder resolves. They still only have 4 mana, so they can't really counter everything. Long River's Pull. Yeah, there's the Long River's Pull. They give me another card. Gonna play the Chandra. They're gonna counter it. They might. There's another Long River's Pull. I'm going to draw yet another card. Yep, I'll pass the turn. I feel kind of fine now, because now we have a graveyard, which is actually legit, and we can just Hellraiser. guess I will Fabled Passage. Go and get me mountain. Now fucking what? I still don't have, yeah, they can't counter, like, all of this, surely. It might be I'm supposed to go for Cura. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Cura. Because they're probably sitting on counter spells, right? Yeah, okay, so they 3 steps ahead, and that gives me a Hellraiser now. So, Cura was the right play. Elder Dragon War. Deal 2. They scooped. What was that game? What was that game? That was so weird. What is their deck? Okay, they're just like proper. They're all interaction, all counter spells. I think Lithomantic Barrage is pretty good here. Am I supposed to try and mill them out? Am I supposed to go down the control route, or are they like a tempo deck? Are my negates important? I don't know. I don't know if I guess they're not very creature heavy. Solemn Simulacrum and stuff. Yeah, I kind of think I'm supposed to go down the Jace route here. And play the Lithomantics, and then I can cut... Like, I can cut a lot of my spot removal, I feel. At least the expensive stuff. Like, this can go. I don't know if Cura is good. I think the payoffs are actually okay. Roaring Furnace, probably not that good. And I don't need the... Yeah, I feel like Fires and Roaring Furnace can go. I think Jace is good. I'm not sure about Unsummon. And I'll cut 1 torch. Oh, they probably are a Haughty Djinn tempo deck. I guess we didn't see it. So that, yeah, maybe the Graveyard Hate's gonna come in. This is a mulligan. On the draw, yeah, it's still, it's a mulligan. This is better. I guess I'm putting back the Hellraiser. Okay. Ghost Vacuum is fine. Glad I put back the Hellraiser. We're just going to not really put our our cards in the graveyard. And hardcast these. Although, that's pretty bad against them if they have a bunch of counter spells, but still, this is fine. I really don't think Season of Weaving is very good against them. They don't have a counterspell right now. Yeah, I don't think Season is actually that good. So I'm gonna go Mountain. Gonna drop this Demolition Field. That is not very useful. Simulacrum. That's pretty good against the Simulacrum. I guess I'm playing out the demo field, which is fine. I'm going to Ill-Timed Explosion right now, just to get it under a counter. Like, this isn't a threat, really. A blast zone. They're a Season of Weaving deck. I don't know what's going on. But okay, they get a bunch of ramp. What do I want to do? Do I want to... I guess I want to hold up Torch and negate. Am I supposed to get that? No, I'm just going to do this. And pass. So I do need to alleviate some of this pressure. I am going to bargain a Bitter Reunion. Season off the top. I feel like this just gets countered. Don't think I want that. I mean, I could just go for a season. Yeah, kind of in for it. Like, got to work through the counter spells eventually. I think I win with Jace in this matchup. The whale is a problem. And Hellraiser does not help. They have one card left in hand. Yeah, I can't Chandra. I think I'm actually just dead, right? That's crazy. Can torch one of these, block, take 4. Wow. Okay, so what I have to do is... play a Hellraiser. Play the torch. Exile this. Barrage another one. Chump the whale for a turn. Oh, yeah, of course. Barrage does not kill that. That's the kind of mistake we're not making. Yeah, okay. Alright. We just... Okay, alright. We know what we're playing now. They are not a Haughty Djinn deck by the look of it. They are a Season of Weaving Solemn Simulacrum combo. Ugh, my spot removal was so bad, especially into like whale. What do I do against this deck? Gotta just go for the Jace, I think. Still, I don't know what comes in. It might be Roaring Furnace is better than Torch. Lithomantic Barrage can't be countered. That is nice. This exiles a Solemn Simulacrum. But it's so bad against a whale. I think I'm going to cut a torch, put in a fires. Okay. Two lands. Okay, fine. This is not really the hand we want. Just looking for more land. Wasn't expecting Fairy Mastermind. Of course, the Ghost Vacuum Rip. I'm going to just cast this here. Yes, it draws them a card, but I don't have any lands. And I do need to keep hitting land drops. What the hell is this? Okay. Fine. So we can... I mean, I do need to draw. Okay, I can start here. I'm going to save my board white. Take the Spire Bluff. You in the graveyard. Spire Bluff, pretty awkward. Oh, I don't want to do this just yet, do I? No, I think I do. Because if we can keep the pressure off us, we can Jace them to death. Okay, let's lead on the land. Hellraiser. Are you really useful? Actually, this is not useless. I'll keep that. And do I want to wait on the Jace? I don't think it really matters. Yeah, I think the Ghost Vacuum's too slow. Actually, I can get the Jace through if I pay Phyrexian mana. So I'm in for that. Because I think they're going to have a hard time dealing with the Jace.
Kapask, Imasahak.
Okay. Pretty big game, but they have gone down to 1. I don't know if that was right on their part. We can probably refresh our Jace here. Make them mill 3 cards and then hit it again. But we could also just Chandra. I'm in for Chandra. Yeah, I think Chandra tick down 4 here and here.
This is the end. Let's go out with a bang!
Become subdued.
Like, I don't know how this deck deals with on-board planeswalkers. Two cards left. So I do have to... I do have to go for ill-timed explosion.
Let's give it our all.
They can't Tishanas, so this is safe. Okay, wait. I did that wrong. I did that very, very wrong. That was stupid. That was stupid. I should have... Oh, man. Game's hard. Okay. Okay. I'm going to... Let me see. Sheevan Reef. Jace Mills 30. Plus... Oh, yeah, I can't go for the Jace here. I can just go for a Hellraiser, though. And guaranteed to hit my ill-timed. Man, I'm playing so bad. Season of Weaving in hand. Okay.
Our plans are beyond your comprehension.
Okay. There are 41 cards. I can make them mill 45 next turn. Yeah, okay. We've got this. Yeah, okay. I think I just won. Unless they attack the Jace. No. I think I've just won. Unless they attack the Chandra. Okay, smart opponent. Still, I think we've got this. Because what we can do is play the dragon, hit the Chandra. They have 40 cards left. I can mill... I'm so close. I'm so close. I'm so close. I can mill 39 cards. That's insane. Can mill 39 cards. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8. Okay. So 9 mana. I need... If I make myself mill 9, and then I hit the Jace with a dragon... No. Wait, 1, 2, 3... Then I can win. Yeah, that is my only out, right? I mill myself for... Actually, X equals... Mill myself. X equals 3.
A minor setback to Phyrexia.
And then I just have to get lucky and have to hit the Jace here. Should have played my Jace first, make it more likely. If I hit Chandra or Jace, I win. Okay, have to hit Jace. That's not a Jace. Okay. Whatever. So now, yeah, I can mill them for 30. It's not enough. I can't. Can't bounce everything. There's a Jace down there. Alright. Guess I just have to go for this. Try and hit Chandra and Jace. Make enough mana to mill them out. Yeah, that's a miss. Discard my Jace. Actually, I need to discard the season and try and keep going. Hit the season. I gotta just go for lethal, right? I just need a way to make 1 mana. I need to hit the Chandra. There's the Chandra. I win. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Stopping tyrants like you is kind of my thing. Have a gift.
Wow. Wow. Oh man. Seeing... Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Maybe I should have seen that line earlier. But that was, oh my god, that was intense. That was so intense. I had, yeah, okay. There was a lot of information to pass there, but I did have more than one way to win. If I hit, it gets complex though. If I had hit the Chandra with the dragon, then I had enough mana left over to cast Jace, downtick him by 5, and double the trigger with Vantress Visions, which would mill 30 cards. However, the Chandra on the battlefield would copy the Vantress Visions, thus milling 45 cards, which would have milled our opponent out. If I had hit the Jace, I could have -5'd the Jace, milled 15 cards, and then had enough mana to mill another 30 cards. So 2 ways to mill 45 cards. If I hit the Chandra, I mill 45. If I hit the Jace, I mill 45. And if I hit the Season of Weavings, then I probably am going to build up enough to hit the Chandra, make the mana, and then just swing. They did have like 90 power on the board, and I tanked as well. I hope they don't feel like I was like slow rolling them, because I really was in the tank trying to figure out how to win that game. In hindsight, we had actually a bunch of hits. We could have hit Season, Jace, or Chandra, and all of them were pretty likely to lead us to a win. They got rinsed, the bastards. Okay, that was a win, but damn, that was that was a crazy first game. Also, that game 1 was ridiculous. I don't want to lose sight of that. We won games 1 and 3 there. That game 1 was insane. Do you remember that? We kept a 6-land hand, and then I think we drew like 6 lands and 2 Torch the Towers off the top. That was so fucked. Oh god. Okay, alright. What do we got? Who's up next? Keepable hand. Escape tunnel. Search your library for a basic, put it on the battlefield tapped. Or target creature with power 2 can't be blocked this turn. Oh, I played the wrong land. Oops. Hopefully we don't draw anything that makes it matter. Okay, planes. Okay. What is this? Virtue of Strength, returning the escape tunnel to hand. Our land did not... Well, I might not have kept the Cavern of Souls. I think I might... No, I'm going to bin the Eel-Timed Explosion because we have Elder Dragon Maw anyway. If we need to board wipe. This is already strange. If you tap a basic land for mana, it produces 3 times as much of that mana instead. So this feels like a rampy combo deck. Our strategy is to win before they can actually combo off. Feel like I might want Demo Field at some point. Although, no, they have a load of land recursion. Yeah, I think Demo Field's a bit of a waste. Gonna keep the Kiora, gonna keep the Hellraiser. Okay, a Nissa that we can exile. Whenever a land you control enters, add 1 mana of any color. Then if it, okay, so they're a landfall deck. So I do need to get rid of that Nissa. I can torch it, but I guess I could just unsummon it. Can't Tunnel Grinder. You don't get the priority to sack the Tunnel Grinder in response, unfortunately. So let's just... Let's just unsummon it, shall we? Keep this one. Gonna discard this island. 6 cards down there. Just the island. The island and the torch. Kiora with haste would be nice, so an untapped land would be nice, because then we could... actually, no, we don't have enough mana to haste in Kiora just yet. Aftermath. Interesting. Yeah, I am not familiar with this deck. I don't really know what it does. But if I discard like Kiora. Okay, right. So I'm going to lead with a Bitter Reunion. Drop one of these. Play the Mountain. And I think... I don't know which one I want to get rid of. Kind of only have Ill-Timed Explosion to hit. Which one's more important to go? I guess the Aftermath Analyst has to go, right? And we do get to Moment of Truth, which is nice, because the Tunnel Grinder flips. Hopefully, we're, I don't know, making them freak out about Counterspell or something. Lumra. Okay, we can beat Lumra. Cure is useless now, though. So they revealed, okay, a handful of stuff. Can they? I mean, they can't stop a good dragon combo though. Just gonna resolve all of those. Don't have any Season of Weavings down there though. Temporary lockdown on the Bitter Reunion. What is this? Does this have a mana cost of 2? I don't know if I agree with that. But yeah, okay, they're down to 1 blue. So I kind of just have to win. That doesn't help. Does that help? Honestly, don't know. I guess we'll just go for it. There's a Tunnel Grinder. Where am I Season of Weaving? Elder Dragon War. That's also not useful right now. Yeah, where are my seasons? Keep the torch. All 3 seasons are still in the deck. Tunnel Grind. Discard just this. Think I will torch the Chandra, the Nissa even. Oh, they just have another one in hand. So that's pointless. Yeah, I think we beat this by just comboing, but we have gone through... There's 21 cards left in our deck, and we haven't seen a single Season of Weaving. So now we can kill the Chandra and reset its trigger. Actually, can sack this one. That 4/4 dragon could be very relevant next turn. If I can survive this turn, odds are we win. Yeah, like season on top helps a ton. But seeing those so late is bizarre. Still, just got to survive the turn. So they have infinite mana. Yeah, that's 15 mana they got right there. Important part of their combo, I guess it's the graveyard, the analyst. So I have to answer the analyst. I think Lumra's too slow. Don't think we need to worry about it. Yeah, so Torch the Tower can all come out. Need things that deal with, reliably deal with 3 toughness creatures. Okay, they're going to make a bunch of dragons. Oh, now they just... Okay, because they copied the Elder Dragon War, they can attack with Lumra and win. This is a... Why are we coming up against such weird decks today? Okay. Okay, winnable matchup. We could go down the... We genuinely could go for the mill plan against them. Okay, Soul Guide, Ghost Vacuum, and then I do think the mill plan. Because they are a control deck, right? Unsummon isn't very good. The torches are not good. Not Elder Dragon War is pretty bad. And then I think of fires. Yeah. And I think Jace is plan A, because they don't put a lot of pressure on, like, what do they do against an early Jace? Like, they have to get lost it? Well, this is okay. I do like having Negate open from turn 2. Whoop. So let's see what they do here. I'm pretty happy to just snap off the negate. Okay. So I probably need this ill-timed explosion. And I think I'm going to ditch the negate. Oh, I need the ill-timed explosion. Whoops. Yeah, I'm going to ditch the negate at this point. We'll see if that ends up being correct. Soul Guide. Pretty much makes this a 1-3. They miss a land drop? No. Discard the Thundering. Actually, I think might need that. I'll discard the Chandra and the Tunnel Grinder. They have a negate. A Cosmic Rebirth to get their escape tunnel back. Spelunking, that's pretty strong. That is strong. So, am I going to... Well, I'll make an 8/8. We'll start there. And maybe just hold up the negate, honestly. Seven cards down there. This is gonna... Yeah, I mean... I'll hold up the negate. We're way ahead on board. Let's just play organically. Gonna be able to play our Hellraiser soon. Cavern seems pretty useful. But let's just attack first. That gets back one land right now. That's fine. I did not mean to go to my end step there. That was an accident. That was not on purpose. I wanted to cast ill-timed explosion there, draw two cards and then hold up negate. That's really annoying. Oh, that's really annoying. Just slipped with my mouse. Okay, ill-timed explosion. Draw two cards, do nothing else. Play the land. Lumra. It's 2 seasons down there, so a dragon should just win it. They have green and white open, but they can make blue. Okay, I'm going to go to my turn. Here is what I am going to do. I am going to 8 cards down there. I am going to... Hello, Orion. I'm going to exile their graveyard. Going to go for the dragon with negate back up and hope they don't have it. Okay. We can actually dragon again. No, we can't. Okay, so we exile that. We can dragon again next turn. Like, we have the Season of Weaving. I've always disliked the art on Lumra. It does sound like a very kind of gentle creature, and it certainly does not look that way. But yeah, okay. We pass, we hit Hellraiser next turn, we hit like another season or something. We've got the season combo online. Jace can also win us the game. We now have the infinite chump blocks. How do you like that, opponent? Should have just blocked with the Kiora there. If X is 5 and will destroy all creatures. Okay. That's fine. That is fine. We should win now. We should have this. That's a pretty nice hit. Now we could also actually double this with Virtue to make absolutely sure that we combo off. No. Oh man. Miserable. That's a miss. That's a miss too? Are you kidding? Fuck me. That's bad. But okay, fine. We just wheel this whole hand. We can do it again. Surely we don't miss again. For God's sake.
This war ends today.
For God's sake. That's really fucking annoying. Toxic one. There's still 2 seasons down there, man. Okay, I'm just gonna uptick Chandra so they can't really do anything. Do you know what? I'm just gonna wipe these 1/1s away.
Won't know what hit him.
So I'll draw my 2, decline to discard, draw my 2, discard a Moment of Truth and a Spire Bluff. I think we're past Ghost Vacuum. But I guess I'd rather hit Moment of Truth with a dragon. Okay, we have another Hellraiser in hand. They have 26 cards and we have a Jace. We can just play the Jace, and then if we hit Jace, we win as well. Okay, they tap out. What's it gonna be? What are you gonna do? Doppelgang? Does that win? They don't have any creatures right now. They're going to create a bunch of Soul Guide Lantern, which I can sack in response. A bunch of Virtues and a bunch of Planes. Okay, they have added 243 mana. But they have to win right here. Great. Great. Okay. So the best thing to do is 1, 2, 3, 4. Have to mill them out.
Do this together.
So I have to double Jace. That's the only way I win this. So,
I'll take note of all your failures.
you mill 15 cards.
In time, nothing could be more vulnerable than your memory.
We could hit another Jace off the Takutlan. We could hit Jace off of the Hellraiser, or we could hit a Season and then eventually hit a Jace. Okay, double Season. Chandra's going to double this, by the way. So we are going to get 2 anyway. So now we pretty much guaranteed to hit the Jace. And then win the game. There's the Jace.
Kapask, Imasahak.
How many cards have I got left? 14. So we can just decline. Decline.
All your hopes and
Mill them out.
were for nothing.
Okay, they've added like 700 mana. Can they win? Oh, God. Alright, they get their Aftermath Analyst back. Put all of their lands on the battlefield, I suppose. Go off game. Okay. Alright. So, yeah. We need Jace as our plan A. Kind of think the deck is fine as it is. Fiora, not that impressive. But might still be good if she's quick, right? Hello, Ryan. You okay? What's the matter? Oh, it is dinner time, actually. Do you want dinner? How about I finish this game and then give you some food? Also, I have no idea why, but my keyboard's been doubling letters. What kind of keyboard have you got, Sam? Do you have anything, like, special with your keyboard? This is what Ori does when he wants food. Logitech mechanical one from ages ago. I also have a Logitech, but it's not mechanical. I'm actually off mechanical keyboards. Because I genuinely find I type faster with a smaller, thin keyboard. So I have like, mine looks like this. It is a Logitech, but I find I'm faster on it. Negate, Jace, good stuff. So I have no way to deal with that except bounce it. What do I actually want to bin here? Do you know what? It might be the Hellraiser. Because High Noon turns it off and I have no way to deal with it. And I need to find the land. Just don't care about this. It says I don't care about cosmetics. I'm just trying to play my massive Timmy combo deck. Yeah, I need to just keep hitting land drops, bounce everything with Season. Season's got to be in hand right now. I guess one of you goes in the graveyard. Awkward draw. Still struggling to find my lands. Yeah, like Season plus negate the High Noon, I think is the only thing I can do. Could play the Jace. Think drop a Season, a Roaring Furnace. Okay. Yep, that's fine. They're exiling the Hellraisers, which does not do anything. So I just need to keep hitting land drops, and then Season of Weaving plus Negate is my way out of this. So I want to do this so as to flip to get a counter on the Tunnel Grinder. I'm gonna just play out Jace, I think.
Emotions are distractions. Focus on the facts.
There's 3 cards in their graveyard. I might just uptick Jace.
Organic minds are easily quelled.
Yeah, I need to flip this Tunnel Grinder. Obviously they're comboing pretty effectively. But I need to... wait. Yeah, I need to Cavern of Souls, Dragon... Play a Bitter Reunion, discard the Spire Bluff. Just uptick Jace.
Become subdued.
Has a permanent left the battlefield this turn. I think I have to hold up Negate and just sack a Bitter Reunion, flip the Tunnel Grinder. Next turn I can Season with Negate back up. So if they go for their big combo, I can counter it. And if they don't, I can bounce the High Noon, counter it on the way back down, and mill them a ton. Don't care about that. 34 cards left. So we know they have the combo in hand. What we don't know is whether they can actually interact with the season at all. So I am going to... yeah, I can mill 21 cards. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to mill them for 6. Which is actually 18.
Surrender every last thought to Phyrexian.
I am going to play an island. I'm going to Season of Weaving, bounce. And draw 2. And I'm just going to hold the Negate. Because we just have to counter, like, their massive combo. And we don't even need to counter the, like... Yeah, like, Jace wins next turn. So they have to win this turn, otherwise we get Jace with Negate back up. And Hellraiser to recast the Jace, potentially. So they have to... Yeah, they have to do a ton of stuff here. Okay. I think I played this the right way. Because they can make infinite 1/1s. A single Jace mills them out next turn. I don't even have to counter the High Noon. Doppelgang, make a bunch of land. Sure. Yeah, you make all the mana you want. Spelunking. Guess I should have just countered the Doppelgang, right? But unless they have 2 High Noons, we're fine. Even if they do have 2 High Noons, they also need to have like a counter spell for the Jace. So I'm countering this. Do you have a second one? There's a second one. Okay. Now, do you have a way to stop the Jace?
Phyrexia showed me the truth. Flesh.
You have 13 cards left, so...
None of this calculates. Nothing could be more vulnerable than your memory.
We done? Okay, yes, you add 800 mana. Actually, that's more like 1600. 5 damage to my face. Okay. Okay, alright. we're in Platinum 1. We have made it to Platinum 1. That was a great game. That was insane. What an absurd deck that the opponent is playing. I absolutely rate them playing that. On the ladder. On the ladder. Okay, sweet. Right. We're going to take a short intermission while I go feed Orion, because he is kicking up a little bit of a fuss. So I'll be right back. Give me 3 wins in a row and we hit Diamond. Can we do it? We've just done it. So we just have to do it again. I'll be right back. I need to give this cat some food before he literally eats my foot.
I've seen and done it all before. But when I touch you, I need more. Breathe your air and make it mine. Becomes a drug that gets me high. When the lightning strikes, I need you more than the sky it lights. For one more time, I would give my life. Come on, baby, take it away, away. And when the thunder hits, it feels like every time I touch your lips, you got me feeling like I don't exist. Until I make you mine, until I make you mine. Right when I smile, you make me cry. It happens every fucking time, and I feel like I'm stuck inside this game. Nothing's changed and I still play. When the lightning strikes, I need you more than the sky it lights. For one more time, I would give my life. Come on, baby, take it away, away. And when the thunder hits, it feels like every time I touch your lips, you got me feeling like I don't exist. Until I make you mine, until I make you mine.
Okay, we are back. The cat is fed. Oh, sweet. Right, so that is... was that 2 games or was it 3? Let me check. If it was 2, it was 2 freaking long and grindy games. It was... one, two? It was 2 games. It was 2 games, right? Yeah, it was 2 games. 2 very long games. One was 39 minutes versus that crazy ramp combo deck, and the other one was 25 minutes. Okay, alright, so we are at the rank floor of Plat 1 for Constructed. Oh, bro, the other day I was playing against a Boros burn deck and they lost to 30-minute timer. I don't even understand that. Boros burn is not a particularly slow deck. That's wild. Like, does it take that long to just cast your spell and then click on your opponent's avatar? Okay. We are on the play. This is a keepable hand. This could be a pretty fast Kiora. Okay. So we are up against bounce. Do I want to prevent the damage and just unsummon this thing? I'm going to do it. Demo field. Yeah. Going to drop this reunion just in case I don't draw land. Oh, I had nothing to worry about. But next time we can Kiora and then ditch the 2 lands again. Fabled Passage. So Kiora's going to go up to 3, 4, 5. 6 with the Bitter Reunion, but 6 is not 7. Unfortunate. Draw 2, we'll discard these 2 lands. They probably just cut down Kiora. That's fine. Another Storm Chasers. Another Storm Chasers and pass is a little weird. Little spooky. What are they up to over there? I think I might just ill-timed Explosion. See if they counter it. This deck plays Spell Stutter. Do we want to discard a Tunnel Grinder and a Spire Bluff Canal to clear this Otter? No. Cool. Ill-timed Explosion looking a little better next turn. Oh, is this Kaito? Okay.
I'm trained for situations. Did I scare you? Information is its own weapon.
Yeah, Kaito's a little annoying. What I need is better cards. I need answers to Kaito. doesn't really do it. But I guess if they tap out for some reason, Chandra can deal with the Kaito if we can get Chandra in play. Get out his creatures or enchantments? Yes. And Spell Stutter is 2 mana plus 1 for each fairy. It doesn't look like they are the fairies deck though. It might just be like the Dimir bounce deck. I don't know. It's hard to tell whether they're going to be playing fairies or not. I'm going to let this happen in case it... Yeah, I'll take the 1.
My eyes are as sharp
Yeah,
as my
okay.
sword.
No Spell Stutter. Right. I don't actually know the intricacies of the Dimir deck lists. Chandra dies to their flash creatures if she does answer the Kaito. Okay, Hopeless Nightmare now. I think Season of Weaving can go. Reunion. Okay, I guess I'm not too afraid of a Flood Pits Drowner anyway.
Having tyrants like you is kind of my thing.
So if I... Oh, hey Nick, how you doing? I think I am supposed to -5 this Chandra, and get a counter on the Tunnel Grind. I believe that is correct.
We'll just have to try again.
Rather than leaving it on 1 and they attack it down, but like they attack it with 1 Flood Pits Drowner and it doesn't really save that much damage. Okay, there's Curiosity. How you doing, Nick? Long time no see. I haven't seen you all year. Hey. What are you okaying, Sam? The Curiosity? Yeah, I'm under a lot of pressure here. Unsure what to do. I could Bitter Reunion. I guess I'm not dead on board right now. I am dead on board with the Flood Pits Drowner coming down. I do have an Unsummon in hand. So I think this is Bitter Reunion. Elder Dragon War, not looking great. I'm going to discard the Chandra, actually. Torch is pretty nice. Unsummon's pretty nice. Yeah, okay. So... starts with Roaring Furnace. They can counter that. Gonna take out the Spyglass Siren. Blip. the tunnel grinder, another curiosity comes out. Okay. Alright. So I'm gonna torch one. Yeah, sack the reunion. Spire Bluff goes to the bottom. Now, if they power up Reef, I'm pretty happy. That's all they can do. I'm pretty pleased. Been ill all year. All year! Ill all year. Crazy, man. Second gym session of the year and you're shattered. Good. Good. That's a good sign. It's a good place to be. Right, I do think I'm supposed to bounce this thing. Take the one. Pain. I do not like the spot I'm in. I need to draw a dragon. Oh, I do not like the spot I'm in. Because they definitely have a get out in hand. Am I just supposed to make a 4/4? And then hold up demo field? No, they have enduring curiosity. Yeah, this moment of truth's got to hit. Torch. Very nice. So now, demo field plus torch keeps me alive. Not going to have time for this to be relevant. Don't need that. Okay. Okay, still alive. Dragon off the top is what we need. If they go for the Restless Reef, they will not have the mana, or then they will have the mana for a get out still. But maybe Takutlan can get us somewhere, even if they counter a dragon. There's the Restless Reef. So I've got to do this. Yeah, need something good. It might be right to... I don't have an island anyway. I was going to say, like, my blue is pretty constrained, and being on 5 and having 2 blue pain lands is not very nice. Love to see them mapping up here. That's a good sign. Love that. Love that for me. Okay. Okay, 5. Right, okay. I need to lock in. I need to focus here. That doesn't do it. That doesn't help. But... it is a start. Season? No. Ill-timed explosion. Okay. Okay, okay. Draw 2. Oh, man. They can't counter this. They could go for the throat the dragon. And then I'm dead. So I'm supposed to deal 2. Yeah. Going to keep these cards to discard next turn. Yep, they get their Flood Pits Drowner. So the risk was, if I made the dragon, and then they just flash in a Flood Pits Drowner, and then have a go for the throat in hand, then I lose. Still feeling pretty tense. I'm on 2. Okay. I lose. Okay. Alright, they got me. Have I been busy lately? I've been super busy, dude. I've been super busy. I'm back at work. And Magic is still my main game. In fact, I've actually gone deeper into Magic. It's pretty much, it's all I play on stream. Yeah, it's all I play on stream. We play Magic Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. I was playing some other games, but I think it makes sense to niche down on Magic, really focus on getting better right now. And we are, well, I don't know. I think we're getting better. We are getting better. Slowly. Right. Dimir Bounce. So I brought in Lithomantic for the Kaito. Unsummon is not good in this matchup, nor is Kiora. I don't like the sorcery speed stuff. I think Pyroclasm is probably good enough. I can see cutting a Season of Weaving because it's also really not good to cast against them. Okay. That is not a sideboard tech I have made before. I've not made that sequence of changes before, but I've got to find something new against Dimir. Because I lose a lot. This is a slow hand, man. Oh, that's rough. Yeah, they do bring, yeah, they bring in Vacuum and they bring in Tishana's. This hand does nothing for a while. What would I be looking for? I'd be looking for an answer like Fires of Victory or an answer to either Curiosity or Kaito. I still think I'm going to keep this because I really don't like mulliganing on the play and being so down on cards, especially against Hopeless Nightmare. Torch is nice, although it doesn't do a whole lot without another permanent in play. They mulliganed, right? They mulliganed, probably looking for their sideboard pieces. They cut Nowhere to Run. You think they cut Nightmares? I feel like maybe they don't have a swamp. So I'm going to deny them this value. Deny them the turn 3 Kaito. Well, that didn't work. Give me a Tunnel Grinder. Yes, bro. Yes. Arguably first dragon goes. Yeah, I think first dragon does indeed go. Second dragon is here. Okay, no Kaito. That does mean I can Pyroclasm this turn. Well, Pyroclasm, like, it's fine. I'm not super keen on it, but if it's a 2-mana spell that kills one thing, it's honestly fine. So Pyroclasm hit. See? That was great. Really want to get a permanent into the bin here. Yeah, feels pretty awkward. But I don't love Roaring Furnace in this matchup anyway. Yeah, okay. I do think just casting Steaming Sauna next turn is a viable play. I love that. I love that. They have just given me something to do next turn. Absolutely goated opponent. Fixing my hand for me. That was really dumb from the opponent. What an insane play. Okay, we pass. We have Moment of Truth up. We have Lithomantic to just clean the answer of Kaito. We can Hellraiser next turn. We could hit Season, Furnace, or Steaming Sauna. Those would be good hits. Opponent passing with 4 mana up, almost certainly an Enduring Curiosity. I want this Demo Field, but I also want this Cavern of Souls. I'm going to take the Cavern of Souls. Because I do think playing the dragon is... Oh, I drew the Demo Field anyway. Yeah, I think they're going to Enduring Curiosity. I think my play is just to dragon. Can actually dragon twice. Pyroclasm, the 1/1? No, let's just Moment of Truth. Interesting. I think... Does Chandra go in the graveyard because I have a dragon for next turn? Yeah. I think so. I think Reunion goes in hand. Chandra goes in the graveyard. And I think I am just going to play the Reunion because I do think they have a Get Out. Just going to discard this Tunnel Grinder. Not going to give the Dragon haste because, again, I'm anticipating a... Cool. They go for the Throat Dragon. That is actually absolutely fine because that means they're not playing Enduring Curiosity, and next turn I can play another one and it's uncounterable. Do you want to bounce my Tunnel Grinder again, dude? Do it. Wow. Okay, alright, that's one. Oh, this matchup is never easy. On the draw, I really do feel that the Tunnel Grinder is so awkward, but I don't have anything I would bring in instead. Like, maybe an Unsummon. I really can't see anything else. Vacuum for Storm Chaser loops. I'm not really that afraid of Storm Chaser loops. Because bouncing my stuff is not that much of a problem. Yeah, everything ETBs. Unsummon's terrible. Okay. Yeah, I'll play the Tunnel Grinder. Did I bring in the Warcrafting? Shit, I don't think I brought in Nahiri's Warcrafting. I was meant to. That's a mistake. This is a decent hand, though. Especially, yeah, decent hand for them against them on the play. They are mulliganing aggressively for their Ghost Vacuum. It's not really going to matter. Dude, Magic is so complicated. Yeah, Nick, Magic is a really complex game. If you don't play a ton, it's really hard to know what's going on. They've mulliganed down to 5. What the fuck? What the fuck are they doing? This is a little sus. Don't know what they... I don't know what happened over there. I can teach you how to play Magic, but it's complicated and it's hard. I'm gonna name Dragon with my Cavern of Souls, and I'm gonna pass the turn. I've got 2 Torture Tower. Feeling pretty good. They go land. I go Sheevan Reef. I might just play the Tunnel Grinder. Okay. Like, they have to have a counter spell. Yeah, so they negate that. That's no problem. Because they can't really do anything super scary on turn 3. What do you even duress here? Nothing. Yeah, their duress options aren't good. I think probably the ill-timed explosion to stop me drawing cards. But going 1 for 1 right now is not great for them. Smart. Yeah. Take the ill-timed explosion so I can't draw cards. Bitter Reunion is pretty sick. They do not have a get out in hand because there's no stick. And I did not draw a land. Hopeless Nightmare. And another Lithomantic. Right. Tunnel Grinder. They have 1 card left in hand. So, not loving Roaring Furnace here. Kind of think it's like this. If their last card is Enduring Curiosity, I can beat it. I'm going to keep a Torch Tower in case that's what happens. Wow, really struggling on the lap. Yeah, their last card's Enduring Curiosity. I really needed to hit a mountain there, but this is okay. They're going to draw a card off this thing. It ain't that bad. There's a Restless Reef. Okay, so it's gonna start with... Oh, it's just gonna start here. Do you know what? I'm gonna do that at instant speed. So I'm going to... Reunion away this Elder Dragon War. They tap land. Oh, Carl plays the One Piece card game. That's pretty sick. I am interested in the One Piece card game, but Magic is a very demanding mistress and does not leave you any time or money to spend any of those things on anything else. It's kind of like an abusive relationship with Magic. Okay, opponent scooped, so we win. We took down Dimir! We took down Dimir. All you have to do, and this is really easy, really good advice for anybody struggling with the Dimir matchup, is they mull to 5, and then you are more likely to win. An evening of learning is nice and cheap. Yeah. Magic is super expensive, but if you do it the right way, it doesn't have to be. And if you wanted me to teach you how to play, I would do so with cards that I have. Like there would be there would be no like upfront cost to you, because I have you know, enough cards to teach someone how to play. So if you did want to learn, we could make it work. We could make that happen, but it is not an endeavor to take lightly. Actually, what I would recommend to anybody who wanted to learn Magic is actually to play Arena. Because like this shit, which like no experienced Arena player knows that this is here, but you can like replay the tutorial. And I'm critical of Arena from time to time, but I gotta hand it to Wizards. The tutorial and Sparky are very good at teaching new players the basics of the game, how it all works, and especially the rules around priority. My understanding of priority in the rules is much, much stronger having played online versus when I started playing Magic, it was I was 100% was a paper player. I think I started playing right after or right around when Arena was released. And my understanding of priority is much stronger from having played in Arena. Okay, let's go. We are on a 3-game win streak. Let's bring home another one. We're in Plat 1. We're so close to Diamond. We're so close to making it into Diamond and then not having... we would be out of Platinum Hell. 2 more games. Yeah, we're gonna play till we lose. Okay? That's the plan for tonight's stream. I'm gonna play till I lose. Good night, Sam. I hope you had a good time. Thank you for being here. I always appreciate you joining the stream. Folks, if you are enjoying the stream, do drop a follow. That is the best way to... oh, thank you, Stella Bravo. Very, very timely. That is the best way to let me know that I'm doing the right stuff and that you're having a good time. This is a good hand if the opponent is aggressive, which I guess on the draw is a fair assumption. Well, seeing a Restless Anchorage is the last thing I want to see. If they are Reanimator, which is what I would guess here, then we're in a really, really bad spot. Yeah, okay. So this is Oculus Reanimator, and I do not have the tools. The way that I win game 1 is I beeline for my combo, but unless I just draw a ton of land, it's not going to happen. Okay. Not great, but we'll see what we can do. Hey Stella, we are playing Standard. I am playing Izzet Hellraiser in Standard right now. Am I gonna... Oh, if I don't draw land, it's so bad. I guess I would have nothing else to do anyway. No, I need to snap these off. Torch Tower is not good in this matchup, nor is Fires, to be honest. Okay, that is a land. That does count. But I need yet another land to be at all in this game. So they might not be Oculus Reanimator. It looks like they are blue-white control. Good old blue-white control. Arena is free, Nick, but there are microtransactions in the game, and it... Oh, that's like literally the worst land we could have drawn. Destined to lose this game. But we'll play it out. We'll see what we can do. Yeah, Arena is free, but it ends up being incredibly expensive. I play a ton of Arena. I probably play like 30 hours a week or something, I would think. I don't know if that's right. I don't know if that is right. Maybe less. Maybe like 20 hours a week. I don't know. I don't know how much I play, but I play a lot. And I budget about £100 a month just for Arena, which sounds very inexpensive to me as a Magic player, but sounds very insanely expensive to me as a normal human being. They have 2 white mana open. If they just no more lies, I'm in a really, really bad spot. I'm just going to go for Elder Dragon War. See if I can draw out some of the counter spells. Maybe Ill-Timed Explosion hits when it's relevant. Yeah, like if I can get the No More Lies worked out now, maybe Ill-Timed Explosion can clear the board of these, of the Overlord of the Mistmoors. No, that is so that 100 is buying. I need to... Let me think. I have to go for ill-timed here. They could just counter it, but I just don't have any other choice. So that's buying drafts, because I upload draft videos twice a week, youtube.com/SaltandJosh. This game's pretty much more or less over. That's 12, 14, 16 damage. So unless I just go like, I don't know. Yeah, this one's over. Let's wrap it up. So they are blue-white control, but they are playing the Overlords. They can't be playing Xur, but blue-white control with Overlords. That's a little weird. Little weird. I'm going to go Jace the Perfected Mind as my plan A. Don't think Lithomantic is really important. Pyroclasm might be. Okay. Torch is no good. Not relevant. Fires. Oh, Elder Dragon War's not really very good in this. Yeah. Elder Dragon War can go. Cura can stay. Pyroclasm might come in. The two fires can go. I actually like fires a bit more because it can kill an overlord. This is how we're running it. Yeah, so I spend a fair amount of money on draft and entering events. Like when you are no, Lithomantic actually does not hit in this matchup. It like the blue overlord has 3 toughness, so my other spells can deal with that. The white overlord has 6 toughness, so Lithomantic only deals 5. It doesn't hit. This is a very good hand. They very likely are going to bring in Rest in Peace. However, we didn't do anything in the last game, so they might not actually know what our combo is, and they might not have brought in Rest in Peace. It really depends whether they've seen the deck. And one of the benefits of playing an off-meta deck is that you get the Brewer's Edge of people not knowing what it does. So I'm gonna be I'm not gonna play around Rest in Peace, but I am aware that they could cast it. Also, because I stream, I do tend to like I kind of do I want this? I don't. I'm gonna start filling the graveyard. I can justify spending more on Arena. I actually don't. Very rarely do I spend 100 a month on Arena. I probably most months spend closer to 30 to 50, but sometimes there's an Arena open. Each time you enter that costs me £20. 25 pounds. So if I have a bad run, that can be 100 right there in one day. So it really depends. I do not buy wildcards though, because that is for scrubs. Okay, that's not for scrubs actually. I think rather than opening packs in Arena, do just buy wildcards. I fully support that. Jace gets discarded here. Demolition Field is nice. Tunnel Grinder next turn. If it doesn't resolve, Tunnel Grinder turn 4. Yeah, the most economical way to get by in Arena is to draft. Okay, go for the Tunnel Grinder. They might know more lies. Resolve. Gotta keep the demo field. I don't like buying packs. I do think that getting reasonably solid at drafting is the most economical way to build out your collection in Arena. I don't know that though. I don't know that. You know, Sam has just left, but he's pretty switched on to how to optimize your dailies. We've talked about that before. I might just try and get a Jace down here if I have a window. This is not said window. Six cards down there. I am going to... I'm going to Thundering Falls. I really do want to get a permanent into the graveyard here. Don't want to just play Jace into a counter spell. Yeah, perfect. That puts a counter on a Tunnel Grinder. 6 cards down there. Could try and play the Jace. That put 7 cards down there. No, be patient. If we flip to Kutlan, we have a massive advantage. So let's make that our plan A right now. £100 a month is tame compared to some people. It absolutely is. Some people go crazy. Okay. I want to just demo field here. Yeah, I like demo field. I guess they might Tishana's, but I'd still get my Takutlan trigger then. If they Tishana's the demo field, they don't Tishana's the Brass's Tunnel Grinder flipping, so that I'm okay with that. Maybe $200 Stella, I don't know. If you're in Australia, you're what, 11 hours ahead, so it's like 7 AM there? If you're in like Sydney, right? I mean, I could just play out a Jace. There's no reason to. Why bother? Puts it in the graveyard. For the dragon to hit. What are they doing? Flip the grinder. Are they now going to Tishant? Nope. Okay. So now that Takutlan is flipped, I think we are pretty far ahead. Because we can... Cavern of Souls. Unsummon. Into the hand. Which is actually quite nice. We can unsummon our dragon if they try to mess with it. There's a Jace. I'm going to play my Jace. Because we can... if we get these 3 Jaces to resolve, we can just win that way.
Surrender your mind to Phyrexia's will. A more efficient solution must be found. I pull one thread, and your entire mind unravels.
Okay. And they just scoop. Okay, okay. That's 1 win. I don't know what that game was. That was really weird. But we can have a look at their deck. So they are full on control. And they are also on the Jace plan to win. They do play Tishana's Tidebinder. But it's, yeah, it's just blue-white control. Yeah, so even against, like, so Lithomantic, just not to labor the point, Stella, but Lithomantic does not do enough for me. Like, Jace often comes down and then just -5s. So yeah, it just doesn't quite hit. I think even Warcrafting is not that good. I think, yeah, we run it as it is. Oh, well, don't play Magic in the pool, Stella. Your cards will get wet. Should we go to Australia one day, Nick? I actually, this is a keep. This is a keep. It's a good hand against control. Fires is a little funny, but we can just tunnel grinder it away. So I had a thing come up at work where they wanted me. So I run events for work, right? That's the really, really short story. And they asked me to run an event in Sydney and then in Melbourne first week of May. And I thought it might be nice, but I pushed back on it a bit, and I don't think it's gonna happen now because it's just so far to fly. And I'm really traveled out. I'm really traveled out right now. But yes, that is sick, and I would love to go to that part of the world. Draw a card and investigate. You go for it. Okay, a moment of truth. What am I looking for? I think the negates would be useful. Cavern is useful. You can go in the graveyard. You can go back in the library. So I'm going to drop this cavern. Name Phyrexian. Now, do I just play through No More Lies? I think I do. I've got a second one in hand. It's fine. If they No More Lies, they're not drawing with the clue, so this is okay. Now I think I'm going to Bitter Reunion. There's a No More Lies. Love to see it. They're stuck on 2. I just need more land. I would be happy to just draw land. They crack the clue. So now I can tunnel grinder. That is excellent news for me. Unsummoned. Fires. Thundering Falls can all go. Does first dragon go? Get 3 cards in the bin. No, let's keep the dragon. Keeping the virtue. Okay. Yeah, again, if we flip the tunnel grinder before they can really get anything going, we should be in a really good spot. Interesting. So Kiora makes the most sense to me. Because if we could also play a dragon. Like with Kiora here. Okay, we discard Season. We didn't draw a red for the dragon. So, discarding Cavern? No. Season down there, Island in the bin. No, not Island in the bin. Yes, Island in the bin? Chandra. Chandra goes. Play my land. Pass the turn. Do you know what? I should have flipped the Tunnel Grinder there. I should have used Virtue of Knowledge to flip the Tunnel Grinder. Yeah, so I could have used Vantress Visions to get an extra counter on the Tunnel Grinder and flip it while they're tapped out. And then I don't really know how we lose from that position. I still think we're in a really strong spot. They have 2 mana. They have to deal with this Cura. There's a dragon incoming. Cura's going to make an 8/8. Rest in peace. Okay. That is good. Moment of truth. Finding a demo field. You go in the graveyard. Okay. Not amazing. One, two, three, four, five, six. So I play this demo field. If I can play out my Steaming Sauna as well. Let's go over there. Go after the archive. Oh no. No, this doesn't work. This doesn't work because it just goes to exile. I should have known that. I might have just thrown. Because if they counter this now... Okay. Not using the Vantress Visions was a massive throw. Might have lost us this game. I still think we're doing okay, but it's a lot worse now. Unfollowed for the blunder I made. Fair enough, fair enough. I said at the top of the stream I wasn't going to make stupid mistakes like that. That was clearly the best play to flip the Tunnel Grinder. If I'd have done that on the turn I talked about, if I'd have used Vantress Visions and flipped over to Takutlan, they wouldn't have, like, Rest in Peace wouldn't have mattered, because every permanent we cast would have discovered, we would have buried them in card advantage. Now we kind of have no action. So it's gone from really good to actually pretty shit. Very, very, very fast. I'm going to go for the Steaming Sauna. Okay. I think that they have a counterspell. I just think they really want to draw more land. So I made a bad bet that they wouldn't go for it, and they didn't. Okay. Sure. This is, yeah, this is bad. This is bad. We are in a bad spot. We've gone from winning to losing so quickly. And it was just that one play. Oh, that's so annoying. Your niece is living in the UK now. She says how much more it is living over there compared to Sydney. Oh, as in like the cost? Yeah, dude. Yeah, like Nick and I don't want to dox you, Nick, but we live outside of London, but very close to London. And it is goddamn expensive. Season is very good. Do they just counter a season of weaving? They cannot counter it if I play this island. Still think I'm meant to just attack. I do think I'm supposed to bounce everything with the season and make them recast the rest in peace because they're so constrained on mana. So they have a kill spell that they're not using. I guess they could just be holding up the Lauren of the third path, but I don't think that's it. Okay, down to 11. Here's Caesar. Oh, am I supposed to just draw a bunch of cards, make dragons? Really want to make them recast. Yeah, but making 2 dragons is lethal. Okay. Okay. There is a soul partition, so that's okay. Because we draw a card and we can tunnel grinder and dig a little bit. I need my Jaces. Come on, dude. I can have 4 dragons, but the dragon is not excellent here. Chandra's pretty excellent. Keep this one. Think I'm going to actually discard this dragon and go all in on finding Jace. There is Jace. They are tapped out right now. But I still think this is Bitter Reunion. Discard Spire Bluff. Negate's pretty nice. Okay. So I can mill 30 cards with Virtue and Jace and Negate. They play a Jace. I have 23 cards left.
Phyrexia's plans are already in motion. Nothing could be more
11 cards left.
than your memory.
So if they just play Jace, I will lose. I can mill 30 cards. What's down here then? 1 Chandra. 2 Chandras are gone. So I need them to go down 10 cards somehow. I need to hold up the negate. Tough decision. Okay, alright.
Freedom will blaze through the multiverse!
Alright.
You're gonna want to stand
There's 1 Jace in hand. There's more Jaces in the deck. We've only seen 1. That is very good, because if I top deck 1, I will win. I also can just play Dragon and win next turn, because I can give it haste. So they have to get Jace resolved this turn, or I pretty much have won. Believe in the heart of the cards. That's Yu-Gi-Oh, bro. That's Yu-Gi-Oh. In Magic, we believe in the heart. We believe in the power of credit cards. Okay, they've passed with 6 mana up. Do they have double counterspell? They can't counter a dragon. They can't counter a dragon. They have Tidebinder and 38 cards. Okay. Okay, Tidebinder and 38. I need 2 dragons to win. I have 1 dragon with haste available, but I haven't lost yet. I have not lost yet. Okay, Tunnel Grinder. Keep this one. Discard these 2. I have 5 cards left. But there has to be a Jace down, right? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. God damn. Okay. I have to bitter reunion. Drop the cabin. My god, where are my Jaces? There's 3! There's 3! There's 3 in the deck! They're actually in the... 2 of them are in the bottom 3 cards. Okay. Well, it gives me Chandra back, right? I have to just not get milled out. And find a window to get my mill plan online. I hope that they just draw some cards, man. You have 37 cards in your library. You don't need to worry. Just spend your whole turn drawing a bunch of cards. I can't combo off. You are fine. Guaranteed a Jace next turn. So I think I'm guaranteed... a Season of Weaving. Okay. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Okay, wait. That was a mistake. Oh, but if they Tide Binder, I might be okay. Yeah. Alright, alright, alright. They have 3 mana left. They have 3 mana left. There has to be a Jace on top. I have got this. That resolves. I don't need this season. I draw 2 cards. It's 2 Jaces, obviously. So I deploy 1 Jace. They're going to 3 steps ahead that Jace. I counter the 3 steps ahead.
Is wasted. You cannot win.
15, that's 30. Okay, that's 15, that's 30. It's not there. It's not there. Balls! It's not there! We're gonna lose! Oh, man. Yeah, it's not there. If I'd left a card in my library, I might have been okay. But the Jaces were the bottom 2 cards, man. Okay. Okay. We lost that game. And I did say I'd play until I lost. So we're going to be wrapping up there. But I do just have to point out that our plan A to beat this deck is Jace. We have 3 of them in the deck, and in our 60 card deck, they were the bottom 2 cards. Now, I don't know about you, but I feel that's the universe telling me I've played enough Magic today and that I need to stop. Because that's some high tier bullshit. Magic is so tilted. RNG God said absolutely fucking not. Alright. That is gonna wrap up the Magic for tonight. That is also gonna wrap up the stream. But I hope you had a good time. Thank you to Stella. You're the only person who followed today, but thank you very much for being here. I appreciate you. I appreciate you signing in so early in the morning. Very productive of you getting on the streams at 7 a.m. if you check out youtube.com/SultanJosh, there's going to be a couple of drafts going up this week. So if you're interested in limited content, that is the place to find it. And we are going to be live again on Friday playing more Izzet Hellraiser. If you are not familiar with this deck, Stella, are you familiar with this deck? If not, I can give you a really quick deck tech right now, after hours of playing it. Let's have a real quick look at the deck. This is Izzet Hellraiser. This is the deck that I've been playing in Standard. It's a ton of fun. It is a combo control deck that's built around these two cards right here. Put them right here. Capricious Hellraiser and Season of Weaving. So Capricious Hellraiser is 6 mana 4/4 for a flying dragon. Costs 3 less if you have 9 or more cards in your graveyard. When it enters, you exile 3 cards at random from your graveyard, choose a non-creature, non-land from among them and copy it, and you cast the copy for free. So the idea is, the whole deck is kind of a control shell. You answer your opponent's stuff, you try and stay alive, and then you get 9 cards into your graveyard. We have cards that help us do that, like Bitter Reunion, Brass's Tunnel Grinder, cards that help you like wheel your hand. So you fill up your graveyard, you play a Hellraiser, and there's a little bit of luck involved, because you have you get 3 cards that you hit at random in your graveyard. If you hit Season of Weaving, you can make 2 copies of your Hellraiser, which then gives you 2 more triggers, hits 3 more cards in your graveyard, and then another 3. So if you have 2 Season of Weaving in your graveyard, you're very likely, if you hit one of them, to hit the other 2. Because let's say you've got 9 cards in your graveyard, you exile 3, you hit Season of Weaving, you make 2 dragons. Those 2 dragons are going to exile 3 cards each, which means your whole graveyard is going to get used up, and you're going to make 5 dragons. 5 times 4 is 20, and 20 is how much life people start with in Magic the Gathering in this format. If you also have Bitter Reunion on the battlefield, you can use 1 mana to give all those dragons haste and win out of nowhere. It's a very combo-y deck, very, very powerful, but loads of tiny decisions. It's quite hard to play. So I actually, there is a player who is navigating top 200 Mythic with this deck, maintaining a 70+ win rate. 70+% win rate. His name is Mythic. He coaches me once a week on how to play this deck better, and usually on a Tuesday we would do those coaching streams. So if you tune in on a Tuesday, you might catch Mythic coaching me on how to play this deck. He's a fantastic player. Those are really, really useful streams to join. So there's also a couple of other interesting cards in here that I will point out. Chandra Flameshaper is a card that is not really seeing play anywhere else in Standard, but it's like it was made for this deck. You don't worry about the 7 mana side of it, because you're casting it for free if you hit it with a Hellraiser. The +2 adds red, 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 which is exactly what you need to cast another Hellraiser from your hand. The +1 makes a copy of your Hellraiser, which is exactly what you want to do. And then Chandra Hope's Beacon does see a bit more play, but this is just a really, it sounds less powerful, but it's super useful. But the first things first, you can cast it a lot of the time. Second, the double ability applies to Season of Weaving. So if you hit Chandra, or you have her on the battlefield and you hit a Season of Weaving, you double it. It also does you can use Chandra as a ritual. Like if you pop off with Season of Weaving, make a bunch of dragons, you hit a Chandra and a Bitter Reunion, then you can just use that to give them all haste. So it is a way to give yourself more mana that you can hit out of your graveyard. Plus everything else that it does. We almost never +1 it because there's not really that many hits for the +1 in the deck. None of the instants and sorceries are particularly good. And you can -X it, and it can be a win con that way. You can -5 Chandra, deal 5 to your opponent, cast a Hellraiser, hit Chandra again, -5, deal another 5 to your opponent, and that's 10 damage out of nowhere right there. So Chandra kind of serves as another win con. That's a really quick deck tech, dude. I don't know how useful that was, but that's what you've just been watching. On that note, guys, I appreciate you being here. We're going to be live again on Friday for Friday Night Magic, probably playing more Izzet Hellraiser. And if you want to see limited content, check out youtube.com/SultanJosh. And that is going to be it from me. I do want to, one final thing. Every stream so far has been Magic the Gathering. However, I travel a ton for work. And I want to start doing some IRL streams of the places that I travel to. So I'm heading to Madrid in a couple of weeks. And I'll try and grab a few hours to explore the city. And I do want to stream that. So there's a panel below where you can follow me on Blue Sky. That's the best place to find out about stream updates. But you can expect some more IRL streams coming. So if you tune into this channel at any point, it's always going to be either Magic or me in some city somewhere in the world, exploring and streaming and getting, like, I guess probably getting used to IRL streaming and how different it is, because I'm sure it comes with its own sort of set of challenges. I will tell you about that, Stella Bravo. I have talked about it on stream before. It's nothing exciting. I work in marketing and I run events. I work for a company that runs events all over the world. I have some virtual events that I run in the States. I have a bunch of virtual events that I run all over the world, in fact. But I run in-person events across Europe and the Middle East and Asia. I don't have to go to Asia often. We don't have that much of a presence there. We do have a bit of a presence in Australia and New Zealand. But it's still quite small. So I will be going there eventually. Not have to, because I'm looking forward to it. But I don't think the time is right at the moment. So I run community events. That's the sort of events I run, community events. So the idea, it's going to sound really boring, okay? But the idea is I work for a software company and I run events where customers who use our software get together and talk about what they're doing, what they're working on, the challenges they're having, just generally network, meet one another, talk to one another, and it's immensely valuable. It's immensely valuable for them. It's great for their careers. It is building a community of people who use this software. A similar but not really comparable in terms of size, a similar type of thing would be like trying to think, like, I don't know, like Python or something, like or I guess like Agile or Salesforce. There are people whose whole careers are built on on a particular piece of software, and so networking with other people who know what they're doing with this software, who are working on similar things, can be very useful. MS Fabric is, well, I mean, that's not the software company I work for. I don't work for Microsoft. But similar type of thing. Like you might go to an event because you use MS Fabric. You might go to an event where a bunch of people who use MS Fabric are hanging out for half a day, talking about how to use it and what it's good for and stuff like that. Those are the events that I run. So it's community building. So I'm in Madrid in a couple of weeks, and then I'm in the Netherlands 2 weeks after that. I was supposed to go to Stockholm and Copenhagen 2 weeks after that, and then it would have been Sydney and Melbourne the week after that, and then I think 2 or 3 weeks later I'm back in the Middle East, in the UAE and Saudi Arabia. I'm cancelling a few of those trips. I don't think I'm going to do Australia. I don't think it makes sense for me right now. And I don't think I'm going to do the Nordics, Stockholm and Copenhagen, but we will be in Madrid, we will be in the Netherlands, and we will be in the Middle East over the next couple of months. And I will definitely stream some IRL streams while I'm out there. You're a musician, so, I mean, that's not a not too far away. Like, honestly, the concept is very similar to just going to like a music jam. I know it is far more boring, but I think the bottom line is, when your whole career revolves around something, you get interested in it. And so the idea of like sitting around with a bunch of strangers and playing music, or sitting around with a bunch of strangers and like making games or playing Magic, or like talking about anime and things like that, those are all things that we can understand communities coming together for. It's really hard to think people would get together to talk about like IT software, but they do. They do. They care about it. It's their passion, and that is what I do. That is what I do. I help put together these events. I bring the community together. So again, I don't want to talk about that too much. I've talked about it on stream before, and I don't think it's really all that interesting. But the best thing about the job is it does get me traveling. So yeah, we're running Operation Double Mythic right now, where we're aiming to hit Double Mythic in Arena, both in Constructed and Limited at the same time. But in a couple of weeks, we are going to commence Operation Touch Grass, where I'm going to be walking around Madrid and live streaming that. So if that is of interest to you, recommend following me on Blue Sky, so you know exactly when that's going to happen. But in a couple of weeks on a Tuesday, that's probably going to be a Madrid stream. I think I'm flying on the Tuesday, so I might do it on the Wednesday instead. But that is going to be one to catch. I have no idea if I'm going to, like what I'm going to do, but I'm just going to go live and see. Stella, I am noticing, by the way, that your messages are not showing up in the chat over here. I don't really know why that is. I don't know if you know why that is, but anyway, guys, I need to wrap it up because I finished work today and then immediately went live. It is now 8:46 here, and I need to eat. So good night. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you, and I will see you on a future stream. Well, good night to you, Nick. Good morning to you, Stella. And goodbye to anybody else. Bye-bye.